So the left-hand one, we're going to showcase kind of where you were. Long way forward with that ball position, okay? Yeah. Grip for me, I think you can see the little V's that your left thumb are kind of making there, more up towards sort of the middle of your chest there. To some people, that might be a neutral grip. Okay. Someone like Spieth or Morikawa, that's neutral. Okay. To you and Dustin Johnson, that's not. No. We've got to strengthen that grip by getting this club face now in a position, so when you turn the club face out, that was probably 10, it's probably more 11 o'clock there. Okay. You were saying a couple of times I need to go to 10 o'clock. I wouldn't say you've actually gone that far there, so which 11. Is fine. That was, if you go to a 10:30 and you just have to figure out where that is, and that's where comes the practice. But what you've got to eventually see on the driving range is a ball in some ways going right to left. It won't be a pretty shot with the driver when it hooks, but at least seeing a ball with different shape, you'll find where's your cutoff, where this is going to spin low to the right, left to the right, left to the right, and then it goes left, and then you can just work out there. Don't do it on one shot and keep changing. Hit 5, 10, get a good pattern and a good sample of that, okay? Once that club is there now, then when you put the golf club down, the ground's closed, you can see now, and then you push your hands forward and your shoulders square. I mean, how bad do you not look there, shall we say?
Compared to that.
Well, think about, you look at the guys on TV. For me, what I like to see with a lot of people, as the phrase is a lot, is the lowercase y. You've got that nicely. The lead arm, the elbow, the hands and the club shaft are all nicely in line compared to where that ball is there. I mean, that looks like you're reaching for the ball to start with anyway, and your shoulders will be open, okay?
So I still have a tendency to move it forward.
That's fine. No, that's fine. What you want it to be forward, definitely. You want it sort of inside that left heel there, but when it's outside the foot, it's just so far forward there. I think
when I was there, I didn't think I was outside.
Oh, you wouldn't do, exactly,
I thought I was still toe.
Yeah, I mean, people can... I mean, there is a kind of window, I suppose, where there are people who hit the golf ball from kind of here, maybe there... and maybe there. Anywhere between those sort of 3 lines there would be okay. But as long as if you're putting the ball on that forward red line, you are tilting your spine a lot more. You were just basically turning your body, which opened up your shoulders, which caused the path to go a long way left, and the face being open caused that club. If you look at that grip there, it doesn't look that massively strong, does it, really? So we could go potentially a little bit more, but as weird as that felt, to go more would feel really weird. So have a few sessions with that where we see it going maybe sort of like that amount of side spin, and then you progress, as you said, a couple of weeks, 1 or 2 sessions on the range. Correct. So we'll say, okay, right, we were going 1,500 side. Now you may not get the numbers on some of these driving ranges you go to, but you'll see a ball curving a lot. If it curves a bit less, okay, give yourself a challenge by, say, 3rd practice session, I hit a ball right to left. It won't start right, but start and go right to left. It might start 20 yards left and it might keep going left. On a golf course, useless. But you see a different ball flight, you're then going to start making that change eventually. So we can start getting to a stage where you want to be, where you're hitting the ball where you want to go, not swinging the club away from where you don't want to go.
Correct.
You're on the golf course going, I don't want to go right. Because you know the ball's going to spin right. So now you're just making every effort to try and stop going to the right there. So normal setup there, as we can see with that change. And then swing-wise now, good backswing. Good swing to the goal ball. You can see where your hands are striking the goal ball there. Now they're going to be off this front thigh there. So if the hands start back here in the weaker club, when you push your hands to try to get here somewhere, that face is going to open up. So you're making that normal twist, and then you finish more on the left side. You will always have a tendency when the ball is slicing to the right to end up falling back here. Because you have to. If you didn't, you just end up losing every goal ball of every tee, and then you're walking off about 6 holes. So you're going to do something when the ball is curving that far to the right. What we've got to do is fix the fault at source by getting used to this. And once you've got this sort of used to it, and then you can just make your normal golf swing. And again, by changing the grip this way, you're not actually changing your hold on the club, because you're still holding the club in the same way with your hands free. You just turn your body rather than sort of manipulating the hands and the club and the fingers.
That's a lot closer, isn't it? For me.
But exactly. Yeah. I mean, you could go to... I mean, I've had guys before going almost to that sort of extent. That's what gets them drawing it, okay? They will get a draw from there. In time, what you will find, that will give you a hook, what you will find as well, when your path is from out to in, it's less likely you're going to square the club face up. So once the path does start changing a bit more in and around, you'll find it a lot easier to square the club face up, so you won't need to be as closed. But that'll take a bit of a process. You've still got to see a ball going straight first. If you just swing a golf club into square to in and start the ball towards the target line, that's a scary prospect right now. You just start the ball on that white line, you're thinking, well, there's this wind off the right, or a big slope, I'm in the ocean. Okay, does that make sense?
Brilliant. Perfect.
Excellent, good stuff, mate.